Right, hello there. We've had our long-awaited meeting with Plymouth City Council, and that was what the countdown was all about, if you hadn't guessed already. Today we met Tudor Evans, the council leader and councillor for Ham, as well as two other councillors for Ham, Tina Toy and Gareth Derrick. Also there was a lady from the infrastructure team, a lady called Kay, who's the boss of Gemma, who looked at the site with me early last week. There was a lot to talk about. What the biggest thing we've got to take away from it was that they're very excited about the project, our ideas, and Tudor even mentioned that he's very enthused and he's liked the enthusiasm that we have for it. We've had a number of ideas put to us, which we can't talk about at this stage, but we want to explore them first before having a definitive way of moving forward. And being followers of the project, you will know in good time. So a good meeting. It was nice to actually meet Tudor face to face, and Gareth also. Haven't actually got to meet him as well. And it was good to actually hear from them very positive things about the project. I made it clear from the start, though, it's not a gardening project anymore. Which actually was caused a little bit of a silence in the room. I then said it was a project for disabilities and the integration of people with disabilities. So it diversifies what we're doing. Yes, the core idea is gardening still, but we do want to incorporate other projects, other ideas, other people that want to try different things, and that was acknowledged, and I think positively as well. So there's something in it for everybody. One thing I did make it clear, though, that we do want the people from Ham to benefit it, particularly the people that live around the estate itself. Anyway, that's my update for now. It's still a lot of work to do still. You'll be the first to know as a follower of as my patron, as my follow the Patreon page, as my army of chilies. You will always be the first to know, probably about 4 or 5 days before the guys do on Facebook. If you guys on Facebook want to change that, then you should know by now what to do. You just click on a button and choose to become a patron. We are, by the way, looking at other fundraising options. We are aware that the tax laws around companies that are not for profit aren't recognised in the same way as charities, registered charities, and therefore it is unfortunate that people who do make a donation in the way of Patreon, there is an obligation to pay VAT to whatever the country you live in our case 20%. Now, I'd understand if any of my Patreon followers want to reduce slightly what they pay. That's completely understandable. But I would please just ask them to stick with it for now. We are coming up with a solution. We have looked at Just Giving as an example. The trouble with Just Giving is that people make a donation and then that's it. That they've done it. They've not really bought into the project. And the thing I like about Patreon was that our followers are actually buying into the project on a week-to-week basis. They're getting personalised updates, and they are actually what they are is patrons. They are a part of the project as well. So we want to try and find something that's similar to that, but could also recognise that our donations aren't in exchange of a service or a product. Which is what the VAT rules are all about. So hang in there, patrons. We will find you an alternative and then give you an option to possibly at some stage migrate across on a more favourable arrangement. But in the meantime, thank you for sticking with us. I will keep you posted, and onwards and upwards.